Know the Story with ABC News and Current Affairs.
Summer Breakfast with Jenny Marchant on ABC Newcastle. The news is on the way in AM from 8 o'clock, of course. That news about ancient chewing gum and the human genome. My mind boggles at what the scientists of the future will be able to do with the underside of the school desks that were part of my life. Always under the desk there was chewing gum. Disgusting. Well, now I know. My classmates, my peers were just leaving little hints, little collections of DNA for future scientists. Still pretty gross though, isn't it? But all those details coming up in AM, of course. Hunter roads are travelling well. We still have some closures because of the bushfires. So Paynes Crossing Road and Wollombi Road closed between Broke and Wollombi. Stockyard Creek Road, Yango Creek Road and the Great North... Stockyard Creek Road closed, Yango Creek Road closed, but we've just had an update that the Great North Road between Wollombi and Buckety is open, but with a reduced speed limit of 60 kilometres an hour. The Putty Road is closed, though, still from Milbradale south. You've probably heard of the pantomime, the Christmas pantomime especially, and you might think it's just something that happens in England. But you're wrong. We are hearing about a couple of local pantomimes. Peter's let us know about one that's happening at Green Hills Nursing Home. Thank you, Peter. And a local troupe of performers is bringing a panto to life this Sunday afternoon at the Lassagowie Hotel in Wickham. ABC Newcastle's Nat Little caught up with the actors behind the production during a rehearsal this week.
Hi, I'm Katie. Hi, Anissa here.
Hi, I'm Bree.
Hello there, I'm Alex. And we're
putting on a panto
At the pub. So a friend of mine from England hasn't seen a panto since she lived there, and I went, I've got a theatre troupe and you've got access to a pub. Let's do panto at the pub. So I wrote this play.
What was that experience like?
It's good. I mean, I have seen pantos when I was younger, and I have that similar crazy over-the-top sense of humour, so that's been fine. But I needed to Australianise it a bit, so it's sort of more a collection of Australianised skits rather than a traditional English panto.
What is a traditional panto?
It's usually community theatre. It's got a lot of people, a lot of crazy costumes. It's based on a fairy tale, and it's always got some Christmas element. There's some 5 basic rules. There must be a man dressed as a lady. There must be a panto horse, which is 2 people dressed up. There must be some people yelling out the back, he's behind you! What else? Oh, it's got to have a special cameo guest, and there's got to be lollies. So we've got all of that covered.
How long did it take you to get all that down on the paper?
Well, I did a bit of research and had a look at some other panto plays and some funny ones and ones for adults because I thought it's for the pub, but we've made it PG, so it's for kids, though it's a bit for both, really. It took me a couple of months to get it all together and then just sit down, and then I spent the whole day writing it, which is the worst part of the whole process, is the writing.
And then it keeps growing too, doesn't it? Then once we get into the rehearsal space, it starts growing and, you know, slightly change and things are added and, yeah.
We change jokes and we move bits around and it actually comes together better, but, yeah.
Alex, you must be the man dressed as the woman. You're wearing a wig and a dress and some very big slippers by the look of it.
Just trying out the full ensemble for the first time, I wanted to find something that was kind of sexy but also just wholesomely maternal at the same time. So I thought this sort of silk nightgown sort of like, you know, for me ticked a bunch of those boxes at the same time. And the big slippers are also part of the next costume, but I'm hoping that people don't notice too much, or if they do notice, that it'll be, you know, taken in, you know, in the same sort of elegant yet maternal sort of way. Yeah,
I think, you know, the lace on the sleeves and the ribbon kind of does sort of give a hint of that. But just noticing you've got a red wig on. I'm just trying to guess the fairy tale. Is it Rapunzel?
Oh, no, this is Jack's mum, the sort of, the bit of realities of Jack's life and story.
Jack's a thief, ultimately, and Jack's mum's there to tell him off.
A general disappointment.
Yes.
So is Jack and the Beanstalk the fairy tale you've settled on?
No. we're doing all the fairy tales we could think of. So we've got Red Riding Hood, we've got Cinderella, we've got Snow White, we've got evil stepmothers, we've got Sleeping Beauty, we've got Rapunzel, we've got Beauty and the Beast, we've got Peter Pan, oh gosh, and a whole bunch of other things that I can't even.
And a horse, a Panto horse.
Oh yeah, and of course there's always a Panto horse. That's probably my favourite one.
Who is the horse here?
Anissa and Bree.
I've always wanted to be the horse's ass.
Don't be fooled by our disguise.
How can they? We haven't even finished getting ready yet.
I don't want them to be alarmed when I put the head on.
I think they all know what an actual horse looks like.
But we can be very convincing.
Do you mean all those farting sounds and the stink bombs you let off?
I told you I have a gluten intolerance and I love Christmas mince pies.
You're taking donations as an entry fee. Where are the proceeds going?
We're going to be giving those to the RFS and to the Hunter Wildlife Rescue. Because it's Christmas, we didn't particularly want to get paid ourselves, but we know that there's a lot of people being affected by the fires, including wildlife, so we thought we'd try and help them.
And what are you hoping that people get from the experience?
Just a fun afternoon, and I hope they laugh a lot.
And the audience gets to be involved, so I think that's great. They don't have to be involved. We don't force anybody to be involved, but I reckon that's the best bit about going to see a Panto is getting to yell out, "He's behind you!"
Or whatever.
Or, "Look over there!"
Oh, stop! No, stop! Oh no, don't say that. I'm just joking.
And we hope to create a cult following so we can do this year after year after year.
Really?
And more people want to get involved. Absolutely.
So I have to write this all again?
Yeah, I want to have another turn and be the front of the horse.
Okay.
How fun does that sound? That's Nat Little with Bree Cunningham, Anissa Thomas, Caitlin Dyer and Alex Martin bringing Panto to the pub at the Lasso Gallery at Wickham at 4 o'clock this Sunday. If a bushfire were to strike near a